Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena here. You're watching our video review of the Asus ZenWatch. We've seen some awesome Android Wear smartwatches. They really evolved from the first generation that we saw. More recently, things like the Moto 360 and even the LG G Watch R were really impressive for their circular shapes. But Asus is hoping that they can bring some stylish points back to square watches with its ZenWatch, and it's coming right in time for the upcoming holiday season. The Asus ZenWatch is arguably one of the best designed Android Wear smartwatches we've seen, easily rivaling the Moto 360, definitely better than the LG G Watch R or the Samsung Gear Live and even the original LG G Watch. That's because you get a good blend with this here. You get a combination of premium choice materials with a solid construction. Now, it is a square watch. We know how many people have been liking the circular type watches, but for a square watch, this is very attractive. You have some premium choice materials. It has a nice rose gold accent around the edge here, and it's sandwiched in between with two steel plates, so it gives it a nice contrast look. And it's not as thick, the bezel itself not as thick compared to the Moto 360, which is great. Like I said, slight contours, so it gives it a very comfortable feel in the hand. The leather strap also gives it a premium quality. It has a stitch pattern to it. The only thing we're not too fans of is just how the clasp here kind of sticks out, so it gets caught up in some clothing when you're putting something on. But a solid construction, very clean, and just has a very sophisticated look to it. Like I said, the design of the Asus ZenWatch is pretty clean. If you look around the sides, you won't find any sort of ports or buttons. They're actually all found in the underside. So in the back, you have the pin connectors here, which is used with the included charging cradle to charge its internal battery. I guess they've gone with this implementation as opposed to wireless charging to actually save cost. You have a button right here, which is flush, used to turn it on off. You could accomplish the same, of course, by just tapping on the screen to wake it up. And you could tell too, it says here water resistant. So it's going to be protected against minor splashes, but don't think that you could actually go swimming with this one here. And as far as the strap goes, it uses a standard 22mm strap, and you just basically unlock it. You just you slightly, press the joint right here, and it just removes pretty easily. So you could swap the bands very easily without having to use any special tools. As far as the display is concerned here with the Asus ZenWatch, it features a 1.63-inch 320 by 320 AMOLED display, so that should be familiar. It's the same exact type of resolution and size as the Samsung Gear Live's display, and it utilizes AMOLED technology, so it has a very deep black color, so kind of looks nice in the dark because it has a really nice iridescent glow, saturated color reproduction. But as far as outdoor visibility, especially with the sun present, it's kind of hard to make out, and it's pretty responsive for the most part. So what's the experience like here with the Asus ZenWatch? It's pretty much identical to any other Android Wear smartwatch out there. So it's a notifications hub. You have even access to Google now by speaking the key phrase, "Okay Google," at any time. And then from there, you could, search for different things. You could ask for directions, check your appointments, all that stuff. But nothing really different about it. They do offer, well, Asus actually offers quite a few different watch faces out of the box. You have some really neat ones, some colorful ones here like Sheen. You have Master. You have stuff like Professional, which is pretty neat just because in addition to the time, it's going to give you the amount of steps you've taken, even the battery level, and any missed calls. So it's pretty neat with that. But it really is enhanced with the Zen Manager application for Android, which you download to your device. From there, you're going to unlock certain features, specifically things like Find My Phone, Find My Watch. You could use the watch as a flashlight, as a compass. If you lose your phone, you could find your phone via the watch and vice versa. They're all neat features, but not really totally new. In addition, Asus also throws in a wellness aspect with the experience. If you're not happy with the Google Fit, what Android Wear has to offer, just know that it comes preloaded with the Asus Wellness and the Up by Jawbone applications out of the box. So it'll give you some cool things like, tell you your steps. It'll even motivate you into being a little bit more fit or active, and it gives you a synopsis of how you're doing day by day. And it has a different way of actually measuring your heart rate. So basically, basically there's no sensor per se. They use the frame of the watch itself to do that. You place your fingers around the edges, I believe it sends an impulse of some kind, and from there it's able to measure it. Powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 processor with 512 megabytes of RAM, the performance is pretty much identical to the other smartwatches we've seen. For the most part, it retains a fair amount of responsiveness. It rarely lags. Every now and then you might see just some delay, but it's nothing that bad. And for the most part, it just is pretty fluid. And finally, as far as battery life is concerned, it's armed with a 360 milliamp hour lithium polymer battery. And with that, we don't see its performance any better than the other smartwatches out there. Definitely not as long lasting as the LG G Watch are, but nonetheless average. We get a day's worth out of it by the end of the day. We're normally at the 30% level, which is still a little bit of gas in the tank, but not enough, of course, to get you by through another solid day. At the end of the day, we'd say go buy the Asus ZenWatch if you really want an Android Wear smartwatch right now. It's definitely one of the more affordable and also premium looking smartwatches in the space right now, so you get a good balance with that. But if not, you might want to think about some other options out there for you, or save some money and hopefully find something else better in the near future. So if you guys want to learn more about the Asus ZenWatch, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com. John V. Thanks for watching.